Anyway, now that we're done with that, why don't we get into the meat of the episode? The Bear and the Maiden Fair and Second Sons.
Yes.
The episodes 7 and 8 of season 3 of Game of Thrones. You just watched them. By the way,
You
for a
got
change, I got a little family tree.
It's wonderful.
That is working. Yeah,
A little out of focus.
This, by the way, is from
There we go.
Setsuna Pluto on DeviantArt. She allowed us to use it, so thank you very much for that.
Thanks.
And hopefully it'll help clear some things up for you when we get to this part.
Wonderful.
So, okay. These two episodes, they were kind of transitional, both of them, but some cool stuff happened. Where do you want to start?
Let's start in the north.
Let's start in the north. Okay, you got it. With John and Ygritte, that was kind of the big happening up there.
They've
crossed the wall.
Very coupley now.
They're very coupley.
They're not hiding it.
Were they cute together? Like,
I think they are.
How do they work as a couple?
It's interesting because, like, I feel like sometimes he'll be the one that holds back and she's the one that's all in, but then at other times I feel like she's the one that holds back and he's all in. They take turns kind of being the emotional one.
So they're not quite in the same wavelength, are you saying?
I think they're a good balance for each other.
I think so too. They seem to enjoy each other's company at least. But there's that moment where John basically says, you know, you're not going to win
Yes.
the wildlings. Like, the wildlings never win. We always beat you.
She didn't like that.
She didn't like that. I mean, because she's a wildling. That's what she's trying to do. Like, how do you solve a problem like that in a relationship?
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you solve a problem like Maria? You can't. It's a whole song about it.
I think they have to take Jon Snow's word on this one.
Okay.
He's been there, done that, seen things she doesn't know. So
She doesn't know, you're right. I mean, I remember that bit where she looks at a windmill. It's like, is that a castle? It's like, no, you idiot, it's a windmill.
Right, yeah,
Because
that was
she's never
funny.
seen like more than a hut
Exactly.
where she comes from.
She has a lot to learn from Jon.
I mean, the other issue is, you know, they're going to attack Castle Black, John's old Night's Watch fortress. Is he going to do it?
Ooh.
I mean, that's their plan.
I think his heart is big and he'll stay with
Ygritte?
Ygritte. I do.
Even if it means betraying the
Or
you know,
he'll
his
bring her
Night's
on
Watch
the
brothers.
other side.
Oh, that's an idea.
I don't think he'll leave her.
Gotcha. Well, we'll find out very soon in the next episode. How about we had a brief scene in the Riverlands with Rob and his wife, Talisa.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
That's
sweet.
cute.
That was cute. I mean, I don't know a whole more to say about it. She's pregnant. They seem blissfully in love and happy, post-coital.
She wants him to come meet her family.
She does. Do you sense any, like... Actually, you know what? I can't say too much about that.
Oh,
Let's
no.
get something away. How about
What?
Arya, really quick?
We can't just do that. What happened?
Okay, now I can't...
I don't want to know
Tell
what
me what
happens,
happens.
but it doesn't sound good.
I'm trying to avoid saying too much. Just, if someone's really happy on this show, you might not want to get too attached.
Uh-oh.
Because they tend to...
Does she die with the baby? Oh my gosh. It's going to be awful.
She might not. She probably doesn't. He probably doesn't.
Probably does.
Everyone's probably fine.
Oh, he dies.
No one might
no.
die. See, I shouldn't have even brought this up. Let's just move on and just cut this off before it gets any further. How about Arya? She had some adventures this week.
Yeah, she escaped from the
Brothers Without Banners.
Yes, Brothers Without Banners, and the Hound rescued her.
Well, rescued. Would you call it rescue?
Kidnapped in the woods. I don't know. I think he's saving her from. She's better off with him than on her own.
On her own, sure, but is she better off with him than with her brother without banners?
I think so. I think he has a soft spot for her. I don't think he's going to let anything happen to her. He's obviously wanting to return her to her mom and brother so he can get a reward.
Right. Which is what they were going to do, too.
But now he's getting it.
Yeah, no, he's
When did I miss it when he escaped? Like, how did he get away?
They let him go. Remember, he fought the guy
And he came back to life.
with flaming sword, came back to life, and that was it. They're like, okay, that was the trial. You won,
okay.
so you're free.
Okay.
But they also took all his gold and said, we'll pay you back later when we have it.
Right.
So he needs money. So that's why he kidnapped Arya, hoping for a reward.
I think they're a good team. I think Arya's coming around. She could have killed him, or not maybe killed him, but hurt him with the rock to the face, but she didn't.
She didn't. I mean, I'm not sure she didn't kill him because she has a soft spot, maybe just because she thought he would carry through with his threat to, break her fingers if she tried anything like that.
That too, yes.
It's interesting that you think they make a good team because, I mean, they're saying some horrible things to each other.
I think they look out for each other when it comes down to it.
And
I don't
they'll
think he's as scary as he
pretends to be,
yes,
or like seems.
puts on a front.
He has that burned face. It's easy to kind of look. And we've seen with Sansa too. He had like a soft spot for her as well, and trying to take her away.
Yeah.
So maybe there is more to the hound than meets the eye. How about Daenerys over in Yunkai on Essos? She's
a boss
besieging-
woman.
How so? What stood out for you to her?
Well, the first episode she was. She met the guy who gave her gold and boats to leave, and she took it. What did he want? He wanted. Did he want no, he didn't want a dragon.
He wanted her to go. That's all he wanted. He
didn't want anything in return?
leave.
I thought he
No.
wanted like something in
He
return.
wanted like she's besieging his city. There's another slave city. She wants to free all the slaves in.
Okay.
And he's like, you know what? Just take this gold and leave. We're tired of you here.
And then she had her dragon go at him, and he got freaked out. And
he his pants are left.
Yep.
Should she take the gold and leave? Like, why is she sticking around here? So
Doesn't she want to free all the slaves?
She does want to free all the slaves.
She has a good heart.
She has a good heart. Is it worth it? Because she's been told by Jorah, just, if you want to rule Westeros, you should get back to Westeros. Why are we hanging around freeing slaves and stuff?
For the sake of humanity.
I think you're right. I think
She has a
passionate.
heart. She has a heart
She's
for
passionate.
yes. She wants to free the slaves and do good.
Yeah. How about the next episode where we meet a new guy, a new character alert?
They're scary people.
Oh God, yeah, all of them were. That scene. where they're all kind of
Those
being-
three guys, yeah, they're very forward, disgusting.
Well, the one was, I think, the main perpetrator of it, making all kinds of lewd comments about Missandei. And
Yeah. I didn't expect that guy to come out of the three of those.
no, why not?
I don't know. He just seemed like the one that hung back, and then he chopped his friend's head off.
Right,
And then
gave him the Daenerys.
So is she into him?
What do you think? He's into her.
I mean, she.
This is Dario Naharis, by the way, we're talking about. A new character we meet in Second Sons.
Is very good looking.
There you go.
Easy on the eyes. They promised something to each other at the end.
Well, I mean, what they promised was basically, she said, okay, serve me, like, and then they didn't really promise, like, basically he just promised her that he'll serve her and help her. And now that mercenary army that all three of them were heading up, now he's in charge
just
of it,
him,
and
right.
now he's giving it to her.
Oh, okay. So he's on her side.
He's on her side. And you didn't see that coming? You didn't think he would kind of...
I didn't know he was
Kill
going
his
to kill
other
his friends. I
co-conspirators.
did not see that coming.
And
They
why-
deserved it, but
Well, I mean, that one guy especially, the
the main one.
Miro, that's his name, was just being disgusting and making all kinds of lewd comments.
No respect
do
for
you
women.
think he can be trusted? He did kill his two co-bosses.
I mean, he made the promise to Daenerys, so I think so. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I need to see more of him.
Fair
to
enough.
judge
And we
his
will see
character.
more of him. Dario Naharis. Might as well just get that name into your head now. He'll be around for a while.
Oh, he is. Okay. Is he still on?
I mean, he'll be around for a while. Whether that means he'll be on forever or for another episode, we'll see.
Fair.
How about, good. We can talk about Dragonstone real fast, and I can get to use this little chart.
Woo!
So Dragonstone, Melisandre came back with Gendry. Finally arrived back.
Woman is crazy.
How so?
Well, she brings him and says, that is the castle of your father.
So basically, he learns that he is
Who he is.
King Robert's bastard son.
Yes. And then she...
Which is nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yay, I'm royalty. And then she takes him in a bedroom and lights candles and fire, seduces him,
Keep going.
has sex with him, kind of, and then puts slugs on him?
Leeches.
Leeches. To suck his blood because she needs the blood of a
blood.
king.
Why does she need the blood of a king?
I don't know, because then they burned him.
They burned the leeches. They burned the king's blood, literally. Those leeches had king's blood
So it has
in
some
them.
sort of power.
Basically, I mean, you know that she's magic lady, right?
She's off her rocker, yes.
And according to, well, then again, off her rocker, but then she's the one who birthed the crazy shadow baby. So it's like, again, her magic works. It's like there's some legit stuff going on here.
And we're back.
Sorry, everyone, we had a bit of a technical mishap. Stream got cut off, but we're back and continuing with our discussion of The Bear and the Maiden, Fair and Second Sons, 2 episodes that you just watched of Game of Thrones for the first time.
Yes.
We are just...
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys, and sorry about that. We are talking about what happened with Jaime and Brienne at Harrenhal.
Yes.
AKA Brienne fights a bear.
That would be terrifying.
That would be incredibly scary, yes.
I thought she was done.
You thought she was done, so you were surprised when she survived that little brush with bear death?
I was. She had like a claw mark on her chest, and then at one point it looked like it was going to tackle her.
Right. It looked great. I mean, I'm not sure how they did that.
I don't know
like
either. I was like, that looks very real.
There was like
Great
a real
job.
bear involving like a glass partition and then special effects. They had a lot of stuff going on for that.
It was very,
The
Remnant. Yes, the Remnant!
Ah, I love it.
Just going to say that.
Now, Jaime comes back and saves her from that. Is that something you could have pictured him doing when we first met Jaime back in season 1?
Not even close. He was very selfish, self-centered, all about him. I don't know what else. Yeah, doesn't think of other people. And he's totally different now. He turned their little troop back to go save her.
He did.
Pretty much.
So, do you feel differently about him than you used to?
I do. He's growing on me.
Good.
I hope he doesn't revert back to old Jaime.
Well, I think the challenge will be when he gets back to King's Landing, he'll be with Cersei again. And perhaps that'll have some kind of denigrating influence.
Oh, no.
But for now, he really does seem to be rediscovering his heroic roots. Like, he loses his hand and becomes a way better person.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
It will. You got to reevaluate everything. Okay, moving on. I think the main stuff of this week was in King's Landing,
Yes.
which was more romance. Or, not really romance, actually, more just like, weddings. Basically, Sansa and Tyrion got married. Did you ever see that happening?
No, I didn't.
How did it go?
It would not be fun to have a wedding without any of your family there.
No, I don't think it would. I mean, Tyrion
Talking
had...
about Sansa, obviously.
I mean, yeah, because he had his family there, but I don't think he wanted them there.
No.
And his nephew pulled
What a
the
little
stool out from
jerk.
under him. So he couldn't step up on and put the cloak around his shoulders. Yeah, it was a little. It was a jerk move. A little funny, but also a jerk move.
Well, that's Joffrey.
How does Sansa and Tyrion feel about this kind of forced union?
They
had to
hate
get
it.
together?
They looked
They both
miserable
hate
at
it.
the reception. Tyrion was getting drunk off wine.
Yeah.
She just didn't want to be around him at all. Got up and left at one point. Yeah, that was a horrible reception.
And then Joffrey tries to, do the Joffrey thing and make it even worse.
Right. Says that he's
Threatening
going to go
people.
in and hook up with her.
Right, but Tyrion kind of snarled at him too. Maybe
Yes.
It was the drunkenness talking, but he threatened him with some nasty injury.
Yes.
And then he talked his way out of it, which is nice.
Yes.
Like, is there going to be a reckoning at some point? Like, how often can Tyrion slap and insult Joffrey before he's had enough and does something crazy?
Before Joffrey does?
Yeah.
I hope never. I hope he goes down.
Gotcha.
I hope
mean,
Tyrion goes off on him and follows through and just destroys him.
That would be very satisfying. How about the actual wedding night? So Sansa and Tyrion get married. They have the most awkward reception of all time. And then they go back to their bedchamber. Why is Tywin so insistent that Tyrion get Sansa pregnant? Why is that so important?
Because then they're tied. They have the offspring of the North, pretty
Right.
much.
Yeah,
They're key to the
because-
North.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because Sansa's the key to the North. She's the heir to the North, so they have to get a child, probably a son, because we're talking primogeniture here. It's eldest son inherits everything.
Yes.
And then they're in. Then they have someone who can rule the North in the name of the Lannisters.
So getting married's not enough. Now you need a kid to bring into this
That's the important
mess.
thing, yeah. into this mess. Yes, why would you want to?
No wonder people are so dysfunctional on the show.
It's no wonder that they both hate the idea of it. Neither of them wants to do it. And Tyrion doesn't go through with it. He could have, but he holds back at least.
What
for
a
that
guy.
night.
So far.
So far, yeah. I mean, do you think he wanted to do it?
No, I don't think either of them do. He's in love with
No,
Shay.
it's How about Shay? She's a little testy recently
Tiffed.
around Tyrion.
As
Is she right to
she
be?
should be, yes. I mean, no, because she's, what is she? She's the handmaiden.
Handmaiden. Well, she's a
Basically
prostitute posing
his
as a handmaiden.
prostitute, yes. So because of the order and hierarchy, I don't think she is allowed to be, but absolutely I would be
Yeah,
mad.
I mean, they do
I
have
were in her
an
position.
emotional connection. It's not just like They're not
They're a
together
thing.
because they were forced to be. They're together because they wanted to be.
Yes. She comes in hot and bothered the next morning and then realizes they didn't hook up, and she's like, okay.
Yeah, she. So for now, their equilibrium is preserved.
Mm-hmm. Is it ever going to get awkward between her and Sansa?
It hasn't really so far, has it?
No.
I mean, you.
And Sansa knows that.
Oh
does
no, Sansa doesn't know that.
She doesn't. Okay.
Sansa knows like nothing. It's like Sansa's
Same
main.
as me.
She didn't like know the guy she liked was gay. She doesn't know her husband is sleeping with her handmaid.
Little ditzy, that Sansa.
A little. I mean, she's 14 years old. She doesn't look 14, but she's 14 years. She said it like, "How old are you?" I'm 14. Like, really? But that's happening there. There's some other moments
She's
at the
tall
wedding.
for 14. She should play
very
volleyball.
tall. She should play Western Sea volleyball. Only they had time for that kind of thing there. How about the moment when Cersei and Marjorie talk, and Cersei basically says,
The next time you call me your sister, I will have
Have
your
you
head
strangled
cut
in
off.
your
Or, yeah,
sleep.
strangled in your sleep. She's scary, that woman. Terrifying.
I mean,
Don't be my friend, is
do
basically
not
what
be
that
my
was.
friend, yes.
We are not sisters.
But at the same time, like, they are going to be part of the same family. Like, is there any way that ends well? Remember, Cersei is marrying the gay brother,
Yeah.
Loras.
And she's marrying her son.
Yes.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is so weird. There was that big speech that Olenna had about, like, so your brother will be your
She's
stepfather.
funny.
Yeah.
She's a little spitfire. I think they both want power, and that's not going to end well.
I mean, yeah, they're in such close quarters with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, at least Marjorie's, like, trying to play nice. Cersei doesn't have no interest in that whatsoever.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes later. Anything else about the weddings? Oh, do we have a question?
We got some hellos from South Africa.
Cool. Hi from South Africa.
Hi from Bristol, UK.
Hello, international audience.
James wants to know when is the trailer coming for the new update?
James, when's the trailer coming for the new update? We don't know when the trailer for Season 7 is coming, James. I wish we did, but the second we do, we will have it up on winteriscoming.net and tell you about it on Wick Live. I guarantee that. But we don't know yet. I wish we did. We're keeping our ear to the ground.
What's your guess, Dan?
My guess for when the Season 7 trailer will come out, I think it might come out maybe in mid-March at the South by Southwest Festival. Because I know that a bunch of people are going there. Like, you got the writers are going there. Maisie Williams, Sophie Turner, Sansa and Arya are going to be there.
When did you say that was? April?
Like March 12th, I
March.
think.
Oh, so this, like, 2
I could be
weeks.
completely wrong, but they might use that kind of gathering of cast and crew members to spring a teaser on us. I'd like that. So we'll be hoping for that. Any other questions, Mark?
What happened to the stream? Is Mark Herman at fault? No, that's not answered.
Yes, he is. I'm just kidding. We don't know why it stopped. We're very sorry.
No, you're good, guys.
Okay.
Continue on, please.
Anyway, is there anything else about the King's Landing that stood out to you? Because we had a bunch of stuff. There's the Tywin Joffrey standoff in the throne room. There was...
Oh, yeah, he wants to be informed of things, and
Oh, there was Marjorie telling Sansa, maybe Tyrion won't be that bad.
she's like, yes, he will. And then the brother talks to Cersei.
Loras, yeah. Or tries.
And yeah, she was having none of it. She was just like,
Having
we don't have
nothing.
to do this. Bye.
No one cares. Bye. Again, not terribly happy at that.
Lots of
that
drama
Cersei.
in King's
No
Landing.
one was happy at that reception. It wasn't just Tyrion and Sansa.
No one's happy at King's Landing.
No one's ever happy in King's Landing. Marjorie seems happy, but most of them don't really seem terribly pleased with what's happening. Anyway, finally, let's go beyond the wall with Sam and Gilly for a second, the finale of this last episode, where what went on here as they were making their way to the wall.
They encountered a White Walker,
They did counter a White Walker.
and Sam killed it.
Sam killed a White Walker.
Scared, timid Sam killed a White Walker. I was so proud of him.
He's the first guy in a long time to do that. I mean, people don't even know what White Walkers are. Do you remember where he got that little dagger he used?
Dan, I don't recall.
That's fine.
But he did break his sword and
Yeah, well, the
shattered
sword
it.
didn't work. That White Walker broke it. He found like a bunch of daggers in the snow at that kind of fort they were at last season. And they're like, ooh, they're ancient daggers. How fun.
Oh, happy dagger.
Oh, Happy Dagger. That is which play is that?
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, fun. Anyway, they're called dragon glass daggers, and apparently they can kill White Walkers.
Ooh, good to know.
So, very good to know.
Should have
if
a
they
few of
become a
those
bigger
on
problem.
hand.
Yes, he does have a little cache of them.
And then they run away, and all the crows are following them, or whatever those birds were.
I think they were ravens or crows. I don't know, one of those things.
Ravens. That would make sense.
They did. And that was the end of it.
And scene.
And scene. Anything else you're looking for? So, I mean, I was going to maybe skip over that.
Oh, okay.
But we can't. Sure. Well, let's talk about it.
No, it freaks me out.
Fine. No, we're not. We have to talk about it. Theon got tortured and his penis got cut off.
For sure, that's confirmed.
I think
'Cause
that
it
was
cut
what they were
away.
implying, right?
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
I know. I didn't even want to talk about it. It's
Okay,
very
sorry.
gross.
Now we ended on that. Shoot.
We did.
Questions.
Daniel Smith, will we get to see Lady Stoneheart?
Daniel Smith, Lady Stoneheart. I really doubt Lady Stoneheart is coming. It seems like if they were going to put her in, they would have done it already, and it seems like the ship has sailed. But if she shows up, I will buy you a Coke.
Nicholas, will there ever be young Griff in the show?
Nicholas, will there ever be young Griff? He's another big character from the books who didn't show up in the show, and I don't think he will. We're kind of at the point of no return now. There's 2 seasons left. They don't really have time to introduce big new characters. I think they made a decision to cut young Griff, and they're not going to go back on it now. So I would, again, say no, but if he shows up, you buy you a Coke.
That's so nice of you, Dan.
It is. I don't know how
Will
I
you
would
buy me a Coke?
fulfill it. With make some kind of bet first.
Oh, true. We're gonna have wine again next week.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'll buy you a Coke no matter what. Sure.
Thanks.
Anyway, anything else to say now for you this episode?
Thank you, guys.
Wasn't really sure. Anything else you have to say now for you, Kayla?
Top shop section of Nordstrom from like 2 years ago. I think that's it. I think we covered a lot.
We did.
Am I watching 1 or 2 next week?
1.
Shoot. I kind of like watching 2.
But it's a big one next week, so
Oh.
I think it's worth slowing down for a minute and
We're gonna have a lot to
taking it
talk
in.
about. Okay. Well, don't miss next week then.
For the Reigns of Castamere. We'll see you then, guys. Thanks for tuning in.